What's going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another Sunboxing with the Record Spinner. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the, Progeny 7 shows from 72 21 LP colored vinyl box set. Rhino Records has just released this box set fairly recently, exclusive to their web store, and my parents got it for me as a late Christmas present, so thank you very much. And I figured that this would be a prime candidate for the Sunboxing series, and boy oh boy, I can just tell already by the packing box alone that this is going to be a feast for the eyes and ears. So real quick, before we get into the unboxing, just to provide a little bit of backstory behind this set. This originally came out on CD back in 2014, I want to say. It was released as a 14 CD box set, and then there was also a highlights release, which was just 2 CDs as well as 3 LPs, which I do already have in my collection. But this is the first time that the entire box and all the contents has been pressed on vinyl, and Rhino gave it a very lavish exclusive package that I am very excited to dig into. So enough of the chit chat, let's jump into what this video is all about. Now, it is, like I said, it's still in the packing box, and let me just show you what this packaging box looks like. It is literally a custom, Roger Dean cardboard box. So as you can see, there's little bits of artwork there all around the edges of the box with the Yes logo here. To be honest with you, I'm gonna have to save this box and put it somewhere because this is absolutely cool. Kind of similar to what Rhino had done with the Stooges Funhouse Sessions box set. Kind of in the same vein in terms of just the whole extravagance of it, with every known outtake from the Funhouse Sessions pressed on vinyl in a custom box, and even the packing box was custom as well. So Rhino is onto something, I will tell you that. So let's get this bad boy out of the packaging. And boy, oh boy, so it is sandwiched with these little styrofoam pieces, which we'll take off here. And, alright, and here we go. So here is the front of the box. Nice bit of Roger Dean design there with the logos and the artwork, which is absolutely phenomenal. Here's the spine here, which is very nice. This will look very nice on my record shelf. And here is the back, and this lists the 7 shows that are featured in this set. So we have Maple Leaf Gardens, Toronto, Ontario, Canada on October 31st, 1972. Ottawa Civic Center in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, November 1st, 72. Duke University, Durham, North Carolina on November 11th. Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina on November 12th. University of Georgia, Athens, Georgia, November 14th. Knoxville City Auditorium in Knoxville, Tennessee, November 15th. And Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York on November 20th, 1972. Now, all these shows were leading up to the recording of the live album Yes Songs, which came out back, I want to say, in 73, which is one of the best progressive rock live albums out there. So this is kind of seen as a sort of precursor to Yes Songs in terms of the timeline. Could also be seen as a little companion piece, because whereas, you know, with Yes Songs, as far as I know, was a multi-track recording, these are raw soundboard recordings. You hear basically everything, warts and all, and I say that having listened to the 3 LP highlights release that I got some time ago. You hear the keyboard malfunctions, you hear the band just in general spirits just kind of live and in the moment, basically. You know, you listen to this and you're transported back to 1972. But what's pretty cool about this is that, given that it's from 1972, this set is limited to 1,972 copies. Very fitting number for it to be limited to. And it is also stamp numbered. So as you can see, this is copy number 1002 out of 1972. So let's get the shrink wrap off this bad boy and see what entails. Are you guys excited for this? I personally am. This is truly astonishing. And to be honest, I had put this on my Christmas list just as a what if. Certainly was not banking on this. So thank you, Mom and Dad, very much for gifting me such a monolith of a set. I gotta say, I think I might have to not listen to Yes for a while once I spin all the contents in this box. So, all right. Oh, wow, that is nice. So, nice bit of spot varnish finish to it with the illustration as well as the various logos and titles. And is it the same with the spine? Yes, it is. God, that's gorgeous. Back once again, and this is a lift-up box. Kind of opens up just like this. And, all right, so I can tell you already, just by looking at the tops, this is absolutely going to be beautiful. Just look at that color gradient. That is just nice. So we basically have 7 different live albums, all the same set list across the board. So, I mean, I guess you got to be a real nutty fan to really appreciate the fact that it's all the same songs across 7 different nights. But, you know, if anything, you'll get to hear some of the charm in each individual recording as you listen to it. So first up, we have a little booklet here. Yes logo there. Opens up. Oh, this is nice. So we kind of have like a little bit of like an outline of the illustration that appears on the front of the box. Kind of is very much in the vein of Yes songs, pretty much. And we have some liner notes here. Some photos of the band. So there's Chris Squire, Rick Wakeman, and John Anderson. Oh, these are very cool. More photos, more liner notes. Very nice. Some pictures of the band at the airport. Showcase those photos there. Cool shot. Oh, look, there's Eddie Alford in the background there. He was their producer and engineer for a good number of albums in the 70s. Late great Alan White, Steve Howe's there. They're all there. There you go. And here is the breakdown of all the shows as they appear in the set. And I also should mention that, of course, I mean, if you're a Yes fan, you already know this, but the lineup at this point in this box consists of John Anderson on vocals, Chris Squire on bass, Steve Howe on guitar, Rick Wakeman on keyboards, and Alan White on drums. Very much seen as the sort of classic Yes lineup. I would beg to differ and kind of squeeze in Bill Bruford in there, but, you know, it still is classic Yes. So, where do we begin? So first we have the first show here, and this is the Maple Leaf Garden show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on October 31st. So each show has its own jacket, which is very nice. And I'll give you guys some full layouts of everything. That is absolutely gorgeous. This is directly lifted from, it's kind of like a re-rendering of the artwork that's featured in Yes songs. Opens up. And we have side-by-side breakdowns on each panel of the gatefold. And each record does come in a nice poly-lined sleeve, which is a nice touch. And for this show, it comes pressed on red vinyl, which is absolutely gorgeous with nice custom center labels. Very, very nice. Well pressed, too. I'm not seeing any pressing defects or anything. And also just by looking at the dead wax, I don't know if maybe you can catch the numerical dead wax there. It's kind of hard to see on camera. But this was pressed over at GZ Vinyl. And it looks very, very solid. Should I take out everything? Do I take out each LP? Oh my gosh. Here, if anything, just to kind of give you a sense of what it's like across the board. Here's the second LP, red vinyl. So basically, there's a different color for each show. So as you see there, that's that. And let's see, have anything on the spine? Oh, yes, it does. So even if you were to take these sleeves out of the box and place them on your record shelf, it does list the show that it is. So there, you can see it right there. That's a very nice touch. Moving onward through the night. Hope you guys caught that reference there. Here is the second show, Ottawa Civic Centre from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada on November the 1st. Nice bit of Roger Dean design there. Oh, that's nice. So a little bit of a different gradient here on the triple gatefold of this particular LP. Very nice. And this show comes pressed on orange vinyl. Same across the board 3 times per show. Also, just for the sake of pointing it out, I'm going to read off the set list for basically all the shows that are in this set. Opens up with the excerpt from Firebird Suite, which is like the classic, iconic Yes concert opener. Siberian Catrue, I've Seen All Good People, Heart of the Sunrise, Mood for a Day / Clap, And You and I, Close to the Edge, excerpts from Six Wives of Henry VIII, Roundabout, and Yours Is No Disgrace. So it's the same across the board there. Actually, let me double check the first one to see if there's any differences. Just for the sake of clarification, yeah, it's the same here as well. So you basically kind of get the general gist. And here is the third show from Duke University, Durham, North Carolina, on November 11th. Very cool. Nice bit of futuristic artwork design there. Nice bit of, I guess the best way that you can describe these sort of kind of, can't even call them landscapes. They're just kind of more like mood setters. It has like a slight watercolor feel to it. It just looks absolutely wonderful. This is beautiful stuff. Nicely put together, nicely designed. I mean, you look at Roger Dean's art and you immediately think of Yes, so it's just so nice. Ooh, and how fitting. So you see the artwork for this show, and there you go. Comes pressed on blue vinyl. That is just absolutely gorgeous looking. And I just gotta say, the amount of care to detail when it comes to this set, between the color of the center labels matching the gatefolds and the color schemes of each individual jacket with each Roger Dean piece, I gotta say, it's a knock out of the ballpark. I mean, while one may think that this is excessive, but it's just so brilliant too. Like, this is just absolutely beautiful. However, I will say, and I'll get into it in a different video, ordering from Rhino Records direct from their web store is an absolute disaster. But when it comes to pieces like this that are exclusive to their web store, you kind of have to take some chances. But I'll save the bitching and moaning in a different video. So that's the third show. Moving on with show number 4. And this is from Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, on November the 12th. There you can see some bits of wildlife there up in the floating mountains. This very much is kind of derivative of the one of the gatefolds of Yes songs. Which, speaking of which, I've been talking about Yes songs all along. That album has yet to be reissued on vinyl. Make it happen. Seriously, we would love it. And here's the gatefold for this. And I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is pressed on yellow vinyl. Just judging by the, whoops, uh-oh. The polyline sleeve was stuck onto the vinyl. Uh-oh. Alright, I was wrong. This comes pressed on sort of Coke bottle clear vinyl, which is pretty cool. Kind of matches it somewhat a little bit, I guess, some of the minor color hues. But yikes, this, I'll have to fix up this, this polyline sleeve. Kind of got stuck to the vinyl itself adhesively. Alright. This is absolutely nice. I gotta say, I mean, when I saw that the set was announced, I was like, wow, that is actually a pretty cool thing. But just to have it here, like, seeing it and opening everything, like, it's a work of art. It truly is. So, God, I just... Kid in the Candy Store. This is the kind of... the feeling of youth that is very seldomly experienced. So, this is just absolutely amazing. And then here's the next show from the University of Georgia, Athens, Georgia, on November 14th, 72. More bits of Roger Dean landscape, which is nice. Love the grading here. Nice green merging with yellow. Very spring-esque, very pastoral. This is absolutely nice. And this comes pressed on... Oh, this is interesting. A sort of clear tannish colored vinyl, as you can see there. Has a slight kind of milky, somewhat translucent look to it, which is rather interesting. That is very cool. And moving on to the next to last show. Oh, this is interesting. So this is from the Knoxville Civic Auditorium in Knoxville, Tennessee on November 15th, 1972. This one kind of looks definitely watercolor based, but it almost looks a bit kind of formative almost, like in the sense that this looks like a sort of like a rough sketch of what would be a fleshed out idea, just in terms of how bleak and basic it kind of is, but it still is very cool. And here is the triple gatefold once again. Alright, and this comes pressed on... Ooh, this is interesting. I've seen this shade before. This is on a sort of, I guess you could call it forest green, swamp green colored vinyl. It looks kind of dark and opaque depending on the angle that it's shown in, but if you shine it in a light, that green really kicks in. It's kind of hard to see it on camera, but believe me, it's there. So that is cool. And last but not least, we have reached the end of our journey. I'm making sure that I'm not missing anything here. We have the last show from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York on November the 20th. And there you have it. Just beautiful, just night, landscape, stars in the sky. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Nice bit of watercolor blotches there. This is beautiful. My gosh. And there's the gatefold there. Very, very nice. And this comes pressed. Ooh, how fitting. A nice sort of translucent, not translucent, sort of light blue colored vinyl. So you could tell a lot of thought and care was put into, the vinyl pressing itself with the various jackets and the layouts and everything. This is going to be an absolute trip to listen to. This is probably, peak Yes, to be quite honest with you, having just released, Fragile, Close to the Edge. Well, actually, 3 albums in a row. The Yes album, Fragile, and Close to the Edge together. That is a well-impressive, three album streak right there. It is just phenomenal stuff, and certainly a part of a progressive rock Bible. And to hear this era and this lineup of the band in this live setting is going to be an absolute trip to hear. So I cannot wait to spin this on the turntable and also debate if I need to take a break from Yes for a while. But seriously, this is a phenomenal set from Rhino, and once again, many thanks to my parents for gifting me this for Christmas. It's going to get lots of great time on the turntable. So there you guys go. That is my unboxing of the Yes Progeny 7 shows from 72 21 LP colored vinyl box set. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the records spinning.